this video is like sharing his experience when he was here in Indonesia, his culture shock in Indonesia. Actually, I'm curious about it, so just let's check it out.
Hello guys, merhaba. Today I will talk about when I went to Indonesia. I was culture shock, and I will talk about that. When I went to there first time, like I live plan in my country. It was winter, but when I went to there, suddenly it was summer and
So hot because when he went here, you know, like he
Yeah.
wore sweater, and then like when he met me to and then he said like I want to change my shirt like that. I want to change my sweater because in Indonesia it's so hot suddenly, and then like his body like shocked about that.
yes, like my body was shocked and like suddenly air is different. It was really bad for me, but when I went to Indonesia, I saw Indonesia is so green everywhere. There is trees like that place so good. I like.
But in Turkey, not really like this. The tree, I mean,
Yeah,
the tree not really.
yes, there is tree, there is green too, but not really. For example, in Istanbul, not really green. There is some place park, not really like Indonesia.
But actually, in Indonesia, now not really like it was, like Indonesia was.
Yeah.
Today is not really green actually, but if you think it is green, it's okay. I mean, it is good for Indonesia too, I think.
Second one, when I went to there, we were on car, and in car and people drive car right side like Europe. And then
Yes, it is right.
yes,
Because
it
is
was
Asian.
different for me too. Like
What I read on news, like on information news, it is because in Holland, Netherlands was in here, and then like they said to us, they teach us something like that, and then like now our driver for car
Right.
it is on the right
like
side.
like I say, it is for Europe, inside Europe like that. Maybe it come from Europe to your country. Third one, of course, in Turkey we are smiling people, but I don't know. Like in Indonesia, it is more. It is different, more different. Everyone look at you and smile. They are talking. They try to talk with you and then smile. In Turkey too, we try to talk people, but smile too. But like in street, like we don't really smile everyone.
Hey, what happened?
Yes, and I think it is because in Indonesia you are blonde, like you are blonde, and then you are so different, and then maybe you are so eye-catching, you know, like you have attention in yourself from your parents, and then like, oh, he is different, and then like down just smile in Indonesia like.
And you know, Turkey and Indonesia between there is time. Like time is different. Time zone is different.
Time
like
zone.
4 hours. So when I went to that, like for example, I sleep 11 p.m. But when I went to there, it is 3 p.m. Like, and then tired too because I cannot understand.
I know that because of first day when he went here, when he was here, he can sleep because he was so tired. But for second day, he cannot sleep. I mean, he cannot sleep. It's hard to sleep at night for his second day. But after that, good. His body can like complete
Yes,
each other.
I was a habit that in 4 days, in 3 days, first and second days, like if you go to other countries, if there is a time out between with your country, you can be a little hard, but you will be happy, don't worry. Others, when I go to, for example, in my country, of course, I can understand all language, but in Indonesia, like suddenly I cannot understand people, like, and it was different for me, like everyone talking, but I cannot understand, just they are talking, just I'm hearing voice, but I don't understand, just I'm talking with Fulvia because she can speak English. Yes, it was bad for me too, but you will be happy again.
Yes, and you know guys, he just know aku mau makan. And papa, mama, sayang, nenek, oma, just that.
Yes, they are enough for me. Like mau makan. Like if I want to eat, I will say makan. Like, and then if I want something, I will say mau. Yes, they are enough for me. This, but after that, I talk always with her brother Gani, and then like I learn other things, duduk, and then uda, and then I don't remember now, but I learn again, but I can understand little.
Yes, that's so cute. He can learn Bahasa Indonesia from my brother, and my brother is like 2 years old, and he learned Bahasa Indonesia from my brother. That's so fun to see.
Yes, and when I went there, Indonesian people eat with hands, but we don't eat in Turkey like that. It come to them from Muslim, like in Muslim there is like that things, but we are not have it in Turkey. When I went to Indonesia, it was different for me. But when I want to leave Indonesia, when I will go to Turkey, me too. I'm habit little for eat from hands.
Really?
Yes, gerçekten ya. It was a normal thing for me. Like I stayed in Indonesia.
Oh, really? You will be Indonesian?
Yes, I want to be Indonesian too.
Oh, I thought you want to be Indonesian. Then?
Their food so spicy. When I went to there, I didn't eat spicy foods. Really, it was so spicy. In Turkey, there is spicy foods, but in Indonesia, it is different. Like for Indonesian people, Turkish spicy is little things.
No, that's not spicy. Not so spicy.
When I went to there, I took food from my country. If you go to other country, if you are not sure you can eat, take from your country foods. It will be good for you. I don't say something for Indonesian food bad, but for my tongue, it is different.
Yes, you know, he brings so many food. Sujuk, and then his cheese, like paneer, and then borek, sharma. What else? So many, because of he likes to eat. He really likes to eat.
No, I don't like it. And last one is Indonesia rice is different too from Turkish rice. They are doing.
Yes, he always adds salt into his rice. He likes salty.
Yes, I always, for example, I like to eat rice with salt, but Turkish people like salt too. But Indonesian people, I think, doesn't like salt, and then they didn't put inside rice salt too, and then but I put always, it is good. And then for Indonesia, Indonesia is a really good country. I say it like that things, but it is just for me. But for tourists, it is for really good. You can travel where you want. There is so many green place, animal zoo. There is zoo, and then there is big Dufan. Dufan Luna Park. There is Dufan. You can go to there, or there is many islands. I will show you here. You know, Indonesia has 17,000 islands.
Oh, you
It
know
is
that?
so many. And if you want to go other countries, you can choose Indonesian. It is really good.
You like Indonesian or me?
I like Indonesia, and I like Fulvia Saka too.
Oh my god! Wow!
Deli. Gombal. That's Gombal. He's so Gombal, guys.
Yes, I'm Gombal.
Yeah?
Always she say to me Gombal,
Tahun.
and I am Buchin too.
Okay guys, thank you for watching. Don't forget to click subscribe, like, comment, share to your friends, and ring that bell to get the notification every time we upload the new video. We will upload every Tuesday and Friday. See you guys.
Okay guys, our video finished. See you for next videos.